It says Striker 21 here giving you a severe weather bulletin number 15 for Tropical Storm Orin PH, DUJUAN, Tropical Cyclone, warning issued at 11 o'clock a.m., February 21, 2021, valid for broadcast until the next bulletin to be issued at 2 p.m. today. Tropical Storm Orin maintains its strength will over the Philippine Sea. Hazards affecting land areas: heavy rainfall, today, 21st of February, moderate to heavy rains over Caraga, eastern Visayas, Misamis Oriental, Bukidnon, and Camiguin. Light to moderate with at times heavy rains over Zamboanga Peninsula, Bicol Region, MIMAROPA, Davao Oriental, Davao de Oro, Quezon, and the rest of Visayas and Northern Mindanao. Tomorrow, 22nd of February, light to moderate with at times heavy rains over Visayas, Bicol Region, MIMAROPA, Quezon, Aurora, Isabela, and Cagayan. Under these conditions, scattered flooding, including flash floods, and rain-induced landslides are likely during heavy or prolonged rainfall, especially in areas that are highly or very highly susceptible to these hazards as identified in hazard maps. Adjacent or nearby areas may also experience flooding in the absence of such rainfall occurrence due to surface runoff or swelling of river channels. PAGASA Regional Services Divisions may issue local thunderstorm, rainfall advisories and heavy rainfall warnings, while the Hydrometeorology Division and River Basin Flood Forecasting and Warning Centers may issue general flood advisories and basin flood bulletins as appropriate. Strong winds. In the next 24 hours, the combined effects of the surge of the northeast monsoon and tropical storm Orin will bring gale force winds in areas under tropical cyclone wind signal, TCWS, number 2, and strong breeze to near gale conditions with occasionally higher gusts over the areas where TCWS number 1 is in effect, as well as over Calabarzon, MIMAROPA, Aurora, and the rest of Visayas and Bicol Region. Hazards affecting coastal waters. In the next 24 hours, rough to very rough seas will be experienced over the seaboards of areas under TCWS, 2.6 to 5.0 meters, and the eastern seaboard of Luzon not under TCWS, 2.6 to 4.5 meters. Rough seas, 2.5 to 4.0 meters, will prevail over the southern seaboard of Luzon, including the eastern seaboard of Palawan, the remaining seaboards of Visayas, and the northern, eastern, and western seaboards of Mindanao that are not under any TCWS. Sea travel is risky for all types of sea vessels over these waters. Moderate to rough seas, 1.2 to 3.0 meters, will be experienced over the remaining seaboards of the country. Mariners of small seacrafts are advised to take precautionary measures when venturing out to sea. Inexperienced mariners should avoid navigating in these conditions. Track and intensity outlook. Tropical storm Orin is forecast to continue moving generally west-northwestward to northwestward in the next 48 hours. On the forecast track and its probability cone, this storm may initially make landfall over the Dinagat Islands' eastern Samar, southern portion including Hamhan Island-led area between tonight or tomorrow early morning. There is an increasing likelihood that Orin will weaken into a tropical depression before it makes landfall due to persistent high vertical wind shear associated with the surge of the northeast monsoon. However, the possibility that the storm will maintain its strength until landfall is not yet ruled out. After landfall, Orin is forecast to weaken considerably due to significant terrain interaction and the increasing wind shear, leading to deterioration into a remnant low within 48 hours, possibly sooner. Location of center at 10 o'clock a.m. today. The center of tropical storm Orin was estimated based on all available data at 335 kilometers east of Hunuchuan, Surigao del Sur, 8.4 degrees N, 129.4 degrees E. Strength maximum sustained winds of 65 km per hour near the center and gustiness of up to 80 km per hour. Movement almost stationary. Forecast positions, 24-hour, tomorrow morning, in the vicinity of Juro, late, 11.1 degrees N, 124.8 degrees Z, 48-hour, Tuesday morning, 80 km north of Coron, Palawan, 12.7 degrees N, 120.1 degrees E, tropical cyclone wind signal TCWS number 2, 61 to 120 km per hour winds prevailing or expected in 24 hours. Visayas, the central and southern portions of eastern Samar, Salat, Taft, San Julian, Burongan City, Madalong, Balangkayan, Balanaga, Lawan, Lorente, Hernani, General MacArthur, Quinapontan, Jiperlos, Salcedo, Mercedes, Gayun, Mindanao de Nagat Islands and Surigao del Norte including Siargao and Bucas Grand Islands. Impacts of wind, light to moderate damage to high-risk structures, very light to light damage to medium-risk structures, no damage to very light damage to low-risk structures, unshielded, old dilapidated schoolhouses, makeshift shanties, and other structures of light materials are partially damaged or unroofed. A number of nipa and kogon houses may be partially or totally unroofed. Some old galvanized iron, GI, roofs may be peeled or blown off. Some wooden, old electric posts are tilted or downed. Some damage to poorly constructed signs, billboards. In general, the winds may bring light to moderate damage to the exposed communities. Most banana plants, a few mango trees, ipil and similar types of trees are downed or broken. Some coconut trees may be tilted with few others broken. Rice and corn may be adversely affected. Considerable damage to shrubbery and trees with some heavy foliaged trees blown down. TCWS number 1, 30 to 60 km per hour winds prevailing or expected in 36 hours, Luzon, Sorsogon, Masbate including Takao and Borayas Islands, Albay, Catanduanes, and the eastern portion of Camarines Sur, Cairomoan, Presentacion, Sagnay, Bay, Iriga City, Nabua, Bato, Balatan, Visayas Northern Samar, the rest of eastern Samar, Biliran, Leyte, Southern Leyte, Cebu, Bohol, Siquijor, Negros Oriental, the northern and central portions of Negros Occidental, Cabancalan City, Himamaylan City, Binobigan, Isabela, Moises Padilla, Hinagran, La Castellana, Pontevedra, San Enrique, La Carlota City, Palupantan, Valladolid, Bago City, Mursa, Bacolod City, Talisay City, Sile City, Enrique B. Magalona, Victoria City, Manipula, Cadiz City, Sagay City, Escalante City, Tabiso, Calatrava, San Carlos City, Salvador Benedicto, the eastern portion of Iloilo, San Rafael, Britac Viejo, Lemery, Ajayi, Sara, Concepcion, San Dionisio, Batad, Astincia, Balazan, Carles, and the eastern portion of Capiz, Roxas City, Panem, Moan, Cuartero, Dumarao, Pana, Pontevedra, President Roxas, Pilar, Mindanao Surigao del Sur, Aguzan del Norte, Aguzan del Sur, Davao Oriental, Davao de Oro, Davao del Norte, Davao City, Camiguin, Misamis Oriental, and Bukidnon. Impacts of wind, very light or no damage to low-risk structures, light damage to medium to high-risk structures, slight damage to some houses of very light materials or makeshift structures in exposed communities. Some banana plants are tilted, a few downed and leaves are generally damaged, twigs of small trees may be broken. Rice crops, however, may suffer significant damage when it is in its flowering stage. The public and the Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council concerned are advised to take appropriate actions and watch for the next severe weather bulletin to be issued at 2 p.m. today.